Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I will be speaking about some interesting events that marked last week, from government shutdown to crazy market performance. So let's start. Before we start, disclaimer, nothing here is a financial advice. I'm just one person with a microphone. Always do your own research. Regarding stock market, the stock market set new all-time highs. S&P finished up 1%, while Russell 2000 finished up 1.7%. When speaking about leaders in the space, Magnificent 7, particularly Nvidia, Microsoft and Apple, finished green, while rest finished red. Especially strong last week was the healthcare sector. Specifically, Oscar Health finished 17% green, United Health finished 5% green, while Humana and Elevance finished 10% green. Novo Nordisk and Pfizer joined the rally, and this marked the strong healthcare and pharma week. Now let's switch to the crypto sector. Total market cap gained 7% last week, making new all-time highs at 4.2 trillion. At the time of recording this, Bitcoin is just making new all-time highs, passing 125k for the first time. Congrats to all the long-term holders, and hopefully we go much higher than this. Also worth mentioning that Ethereum, Solana and Sui all had solid performance last week. One protocol that gained everyone's attention last week was Zcash. It had surge of 130% in 1 week, and this is privacy protocol in the pool of projects like Monero. It has increasing popularity as full on-chain transparency is facing risks from the bad actors in terms of exploiting security for individuals, etc. Now I'm switching to Solana. Solana is having a lot of developments. One of it is with its Phantom native wallet, which introduced Phantom Cash alongside new USD-pegged stable Cash issued throughout Stripe. Product intent is to bridge gap between crypto and real-world payments, and to bootstrap this new product, Kamino was chosen as one of the first protocols, with offerings of up to 540k monthly incentives. Also, Kamino is surging right now up 20% at the time of this recording. I mean, everything is surging. Another liquidity provider on Solana, Meteora, is having its token generation event at the end of October. What is very exciting is that 8% is reserved for early users in 2024, 5% for users in 2025, and what stood out for me is that 3% will be given to Jupiter to allocate to its stakers, with special incentives for those that didn't unstake from the beginning. Now I'm jumping to the US government shutdown. I'm jumping all over the place as this was the kind of week we had. October the 1st was the date that US government officially was shut down. That means that all additional functions, some government officials will not be working anymore. There will not be regular reports for like GDP, etc. Latest US government shutdown is over the disagreement over ACA subsidies and proposed Medicaid cuts. And the picture that I'm showing to you is describing previous shutdowns. We had various variations from 1 day to 35 days, and interesting ones are under President Bill Clinton during 95 and 96, as Republicans were pushing for spending cuts. It ended by Republicans retreating from their stance and making a compromise. Another case we had in 2013 during President Barack Obama presidency, which lasted 16 days, and it happened because the Republicans wanted to defund ACA subsidies. It also finished with a compromise. Based on this, if history repeats, the newest US government shutdown should be also resolved with some kind of compromise. This also could be the case why healthcare sector has rebounded so strongly during the last week. Now I will be speaking about latest earnings report from the Nike. We can see margins are down across the board, but positive aspect was that wholesale revenue was up 5% year over year. Additional positive aspect is ongoing share repurchases and dividend payments. Share price rallied post earnings and were up plus 7% at one point. Still, in terms of price action, Nike is on 5-year low levels, so its current challenges are no surprise. Now I can't help myself but not to mention Lululemon's here. Also, it is having margin pressures, but it is higher compared to the Nike and one of the leaders with a range of 50% in the margins, while share repurchases didn't help Nike as its EPS is still declining. For example, the EPS is down 30% year over year in the latest earnings report. With Lululemon, we have different story, at least for now, as it has beaten its own estimates and analyst estimates year over year. True, they have some conflicting signs as they reduce their guidance in terms of earnings per share and revenue, but I personally think as they beat their last two earnings estimates that they are making this so they can buy as much shares as possible while they are cheap. And now compared to the Nike, Lululemon is still in its early innings of expansion in China, which illustrates much stronger standing for Lululemons than what is price currently showing. Yes, there are still some challenges like the expiring of the minimus exception, and we need to see how they will deal with this in the long run, but I think they are a real value play at these levels. Now to switch to the Tesla, they had record deliveries for the quarter and energy deployments. For the deliveries, it's no surprise because the credit stimulus is expiring, so it was expected for them to have strong deliveries. What is more impressive is that Tesla stock is up 110% from April lows, and to finish the week it had a small sell-off. Now all eyes will be on their latest earnings, developments on AI front, and how will they fare in Q4, Q1 and Q2 after credits are no more. Okay, this is it for today's video. If you would like to read about the topics that I have spoken in today's video, you can subscribe to my Substack, and also if you like some other finance topics and deep dives, you can also find them there. Also, you can find me on my X account, so feel free to follow me there as I post regularly there. And if you want to check more of my educational content and other things I do, you can check my website. The links for the Substack and my X account and my website will be in the description of this video. This is it for today's video. Hope you like it. If you like it, subscribe and like for the support, and see you in the next video. Bye.